Yo, hello! Just realised I've been muted for like a minute. Talking to myself. Big boys here, 4070. Straight in the PC. It's actually, it's not that big. I thought it would be bigger than it is. Not, pretty similar size to my 4070 Ti. Maybe a little bit smaller. But I was saying when I was muted, I'll try and do a little YouTube shorts where maybe I'll compare it. I could have, I've got a little stand now for my phone, my camera. I can record that on my phone. And I can use both my hands instead of one hand. But yeah, I thought we'd test out Cyberpunk. We've been playing a lot of it recently, so we obviously did the 4070 Ti yesterday. So I thought it'd be good to, whilst that's kind of fresh, we could check that out in 1440p as well. We use the same settings, obviously. I'm not really... It's obviously going to be less frames. I don't know how bad it'll be. If it's very bad, I'll leave this on quality for now, and I can switch it down if it's like really bad. But I think it might be doable. Even if it's above 40, it should be okay. So yeah, frame generation on, DLSS on. Everything's maxed. Same again, screen space reflections ultra. Path tracing and everything. So yeah. Funnily enough, at the moment, my GPU, my fans, I know we're only in the menu, but they're not even on yet.
Hey everyone, welcome to Info Flash. Say, did y'all lose power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was cooking dinner. Oh well, if we're getting specific, I was nuking a half-eaten burrito.
Anyone just see that? CPU power, 200. What? I don't like seeing that. Here we go, 1440p 60. Whoa. $50. I also need to unplug my mouse, hang on. I've got it charging. Harder to use it when it's plugged in. I thought we'd be getting slightly lower frames here because this area normally just destroys my frames. Is it under the fish bit? Yeah, here we go. 49. $50. Not too bad. Let's check out the let's check out that famous spot that we always go. Where is it? Here. This should hammer the frames. So far, not too bad though. 190 watts. How much were we using? 180, 190 watts here. Were we using what? Slightly over 200 were we with the Ti? I think it was just slightly over. So it's less than that. It was 230, 240, was it? Yeah, something like that. So quite a bit lower than that. And I don't feel like it's hugely less. I was expecting it to be less FPS than this. Unless we missed something. I was expecting it to be maybe around the 40s to 50s. Like more. We're kind of hitting the 60s. Unless I missed something, but I don't think I did. I definitely thought it would be lower. It doesn't seem too far off where we were with the Ti. Which seems pretty good. I'll take it. yet again, it still does that that thing when you come out the menu. I think it's done that. I don't think I noticed that with the AMD, so maybe it's an nvidia specific thing with this game. It does definitely stutter a bit more than I've noticed before with this. And this is with the latest update too. The driver update nvidia did yesterday. I sorted all that out this morning. And I'm going the wrong way again, am I? But overall, pretty impressed to be honest. I thought we'd be lower than this. It definitely holds up pretty well. We'll see. We'll see when we get to this area. I do think we were hitting the 40 on with the TI at this area, so the area we're about to get to. Definitely be interesting to see. It's this bit here, isn't it? Here we go. Bring it down, bring it down. Nothing too bad, really. Very similar.
Well, don't you look delicious? Come here and let me have a lick.
What are you doing here?
Flat 60, yeah. I think this probably definitely dips under 60 more, but I was expecting it to be more like 40 just driving around, which it doesn't seem to do that. I was expecting it to be lower, like constantly. Obviously, we are dipping below 60, but I wasn't expecting it to be as high FPS. I thought just by default it'd be lower, but I think you could easily play this game like that, whereas specific areas it dips to like 45 like there, and then others you're at like 50 to 60. I don't really think that's too bad with these settings. Yeah, maybe 10, 15 FPS less. Maybe about that overall. I thought maybe it'd be a bit more than that though. I thought maybe it was going to be like sort of more like 25, maybe a bit more. It definitely does stutter a bit more though, from what I feel. You want ray tracing off? I also think I fixed the GOG. I uninstalled that whole thing. That's why I was a bit late on the stream, because I was still getting that crash. But I'm a bit scared to put it in full screen because I'm worried it might do it again. But I did reinstall the whole launcher. Hopefully that's fixed it. I was also tempted to do AV1 again, but because they updated OBS again today. 8 of 4 it's on now. But I left it on quick sync. Don't know if we're dropping frames a little bit. What's GOG? It's a launcher. It's like a games, marketplace like Steam. But I got the game basically for, it was on sale on discount, like massive on GOG launcher when it came out. Like a week after it came out, it was like £10 or something. So I bought it on there instead of Steam, where it was like 40 quid or something. This is without path tracing on though. So this is without at the moment. So obviously, yeah, like huge amounts of frames. A lot higher. Definitely still not a bad looking game with these settings like this. The screen space reflections are definitely super heavy, like you can see it in the road. They're like really intense. And this is only on ultra screen space reflections too. Still looks good though. It's just path tracing and that really does make it pop quite a lot. Do it with... Wait, do it without path tracing. Do we want that on Psycho or Ultra? So you lose about 30 FPS, 30, 40 FPS? It's normally about right, 30, 35, something like that. But I'll be honest, don't really... There's definitely a difference, but... This normal ray tracing is like nowhere near path tracing. I'm getting loads of ghosting now as well. Do you see that? You see that on the back of the car again? Like at the back of the car, it's quite bad. Maybe it's a ray tracing issue then. That causes it. Because I didn't have that when you switch ray tracing off. Set it to Psycho. DLSS maybe. Yeah, but I don't... maybe it's a combination of DLSS and ray tracing, because if I switch ray tracing off but leave DLSS on, I don't get the ghosting. But then if I have ray tracing and DLSS, it then causes the ghosting, so maybe some issue maybe there between the two. Like, I've got it now, right? If I switch ray tracing off, it disappears. Look, see? It's gone. So maybe there's some issue there between ray tracing and DLSS in this game. That seems like that's what the problem is, at least. Something happens there where it with ray tracing on it I don't know, could be anything, couldn't it? Do I notice input lag? No. Can I do path tracing DLSS balanced? Sure, hang on. The input latency I've only noticed is if you're below 30 FPS, you'll notice it. And also, that's if you have frame generation on. If you have frame generation on and you're below 30 FPS, the input lag will be unplayable. But I've also noticed it if you go into the menu like this and go out. Oh, it's not really doing it. It occasionally will just take like 10 seconds where it almost feels like it's loading. And the input lag will be really, really crazy for like 10 seconds, but then it's fine after that. What's I doing? Path tracing balanced. I hope my game don't crash, all these changes. Sometimes it crashes when you change stuff. Ray tracing overdrive by default will usually put this on auto. I don't really like that though. I'd rather play with quality, but... Probably gonna maybe notice you don't maybe dip below 60. I wonder if we could go back to that other place, that crazy place, this one. You see there, you can see it. If you look at the frame time, when I go into the menu, what I was describing with the input lag, you can see it on the, if you look at the frame time. You see it? It goes really high and then it levels out, and now it's really low. That's the input lag there. It's almost like it's catching up or something. It's probably just some... because of frame generation, the way it works, maybe. I haven't seen that in other games, though, where I've used frame generation. I do just think there are lots of weird bugs in this game with technology that I've just not really noticed in other games, but there's so many bugs in this game, it's kind of hard to tell, like, what the actual, you know, hard to tell if it's DLSS or it's the game, you know. Just because it's an issue with frame generation doesn't mean it might be an issue between the two, the game and that together. It's like an absolute no-go. Oh, 59, we're dipping just under. Basically holds 60 though with balanced, which is pretty good.
Well,
You're not really going to notice one or two under.
Come here and let me have a lick.
Hey, honey. What are you doing here?
Sunshine.
What is frame generation? It's AI generated frames, so between two rendered frames it inserts an AI generated frame. Not bad on balanced. I definitely always prefer at least quality though. If you can stay on quality. Balanced isn't too bad, but it's definitely not as good as quality. But you're probably going to stay mostly above 60. That's the hardest area to run normally. One of the hardest areas. So if you're just a couple of FPS under 60 maybe at some points, you're going to pretty much be fine for like the rest of the map, as you can see here, in 70s and 80s. So for the rest of the map you'll be fine. Yeah, I think that lag is, like you say, generating frames. It's almost like it's catching up that technology, like when you, because I guess on the main menu it's not really doing anything, because if you see on the main menu, you know, it goes up to like 700. 800, where when I cut into the game, it's almost like it's catching up with the game. You can see it in the frame time. It's like it lags behind slightly. But I was saying yesterday, I would be interested, maybe at the weekend I could look more into frame generation technology. I don't actually know like the ins and outs of how it works. I know what it does, but I don't. But I'd be kind of keen to see from a technology standpoint, like how, you know, how the technology actually is doing it. And that might explain some of those weird things. Why isn't frame generation on the 36? Because it's just they've decided not to put it on there. It might be a hardware limitation too. Oh my god. 1080p? What DLSS setting? The only issue with 1080p is it'll look very small on my screen. I can do it quickly to see the frames, but you won't be able to see it because my OBS is at 1440p at the moment. I can see the frames quick, but you won't really be able to see it. This is the 4070, yeah. Pretty impressive. It is, yeah. I definitely was expecting maybe slightly less frames. Definitely holds up pretty good. I'll put it back on quality. Check no frame generation DLSS quality and with frame generation DLSS quality. Well, this is with frame generation. Without it, we're probably going to drop, what, like 20, 25 FPS probably? That's without frame generation. Oof. I mean, natively, this is going to be like 10. I'm not sure I'll do it because it might crash. in the what's it called, Jig Street, that is going to be like 5 FPS or less probably with at native. Any issues with delivery? No, it was all right. They came early, but I just listened out for it. They give you an hour slot, don't they? But he had the package in his hand straight away. He was ready. No messing about. He knew what it was, thought, we need to get this to him. Still better than the XTX. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I really don't know why. It seems crazy to me how rough. Like, that, I saw some people doing 1080p with the XTX, and it's like 40 FPS at 1080p. Like, what? That's crazy. This is like, this plays better at 1440p. That just seems wild. I don't get, that's like the craziest difference. How much, like, it, I guess it is the FSR3 thing. If you could add that, you'd immediately, it would like immediately change it. Is it playable at 2K? Yeah, I'm at 2K. This is easily playable with these settings at 2K. Can a 4090 run 8K? It can, yeah. I've played loads at 8K. It depends what game. Could it run path tracing like this at 8K? Like, probably not. You'd need ultra performance, and even then, it would be quite low frames. I've tried it before with ray tracing, I think, and it was quite bad. It could play this game without ray tracing, but ray tracing at 8K, like, that's just an absolute no. Unless you want to be playing at like 10 to 20 FPS or something. But I've done a lot of 8K streams and videos. They're all on the channel if you did want to see them. Definitely be doing more of them, especially with when the 4090 Ti comes out. Definitely, I'm hoping with the 4090 Ti we'll be able to do stuff like 4K native. We've just, on this game, it should do 60, but with normal ray tracing, not with path tracing. That's still a pretty impressive to be able to do that, though. Oh dear. I'm trying to work out where I want to go. I've got 2 things. Would you recommend people to buy the 4070? I think if you're in the market for like a 3070 or a 3080, I personally think you're better off buying a 4070. You can get a 4070 in the UK. The cheapest one is £580. That is literally, I was looking yesterday at 3070s. 3070 brand new is 500 to 550. You're literally talking about 70 or 80 pound more to get a 4070. Like, to me, that's an absolute no-brainer. Like, compare this to a 3070. You've got 8 gigs of VRAM on a 3070. Like, it literally doesn't make any sense to buy that at that price. On a 4070, you've got 12 gig, you've got DLSS 3, you've got AV1, you've got, like, so much more. For, like, an extra, you know, 50 to 80 pound more, and you've got all that more stuff, like, and a brand new card. I don't know, that seems, people are saying it's really bad value, but to be honest with you, like, if you compare it to 30 series, it's way better value. It's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but when you look at it in comparison to the 30 series, I don't think there's even really a decision to be made. Like, people, no, the thing that kind of bugs me is no one seems to really be saying anything about the 30 series pricing. Everyone's just going crazy over the 40 series, but it's like, the 30 series is just like, They're old cards, and they're still extortionately expensive for just no reason. That to me is more of a problem, I would say.
Heavily guarded area. You have the brief. Read it.
Frames definitely get hammered here. Like, to me, even a 3090 Ti doesn't make any logical sense to me anymore. Why would you pay £1,200 for a 3090 Ti when you could get a 4080 for £1,200? Like, that to me makes no logical sense whatsoever. I don't understand how that sells. You could get a card for the same price with more features and double the performance, almost double the performance for the same price in a 4080. Like, why would you do that to yourself? You know? I don't understand how that's selling. Doesn't make any sense. Or who's even come up with the idea to be like, yeah, let's charge this. It's like, that's not going to sell, is it? I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one. They're surely going to have to bring prices down now. I don't see how they couldn't bring prices down now on the 3070, for example. It's a marketing strategy. Yeah, but how marketing strategies are supposed to work by, you know, forcing people to buy stuff, but I don't see how that forces you to buy a 3070. It's just making it seem even worse of a proposition, really. I was trying to avoid a huge shootout here.
Let's not draw this.
They funnel you to more expensive. Yeah, but I don't even think that's a marketing strategy. That's just you pay more for a better thing. I would pay 80 quid more for something with more features than something that with less features that's cheaper. That's just generally how it works. You pay more for something that's better. That's how it works. I don't think that's marketing. That's literally just products. I'd pay more. You'd pay more for a better car than a crap car. I don't think you need to even market that. I'd be willing to pay more for something that's better. My thing is, how can they still charge that amount for a 3070? Like, how do they sell that at that price? That doesn't make sense. Those guys have just been absolutely wrecked. I'm stuck. No, I'm gonna die. This is too many guys. This is bad. I think I could do this. Get out of here. I'm really done. Hello. Oh god. I guess it only makes sense for people with those cards already. That's the only way that the marketing strategy makes sense. I get what you mean by that. If that's what you mean, forcing people to get rid of their older cards and the new ones, but selling it brand new to a new customer doesn't make any sense. If you see what I mean. From an existing customer, it makes sense, because then you're effectively getting them to pay more money for then the next tier card. For a brand new customer, it doesn't make sense, because why would you get the older card? That doesn't make any sense. At least they haven't put 8 gig VRAM in it. That would be worse. That would be crazy. Especially with the recent games. Force open. What am I forcing open there? It's on the roof. Oh, also, treble champ. He's still there. What happened to Man United last night? Oh my, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dearie. Dearie, dearie me. Man United fans all gone a bit quiet this morning. Good old Maguire. He never lets you down, really, does he? This is too many guys. Right. Cleared them out. Up against it. I think you'll probably still be alright.
You were to do this quietly. It was anything but.
Have I tried VR? A long time ago.
Your payment will reflect your carelessness. I am closing the contract.
I tried the first... I think it's the first Oculus. I don't know what number they're on now. I kind of want this car. My car's a bit battered. And I get it, do you reckon? Seems like the driver's a bit feisty.
I don't deserve this.
Do me a favour, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Let's hit 100 likes. This car's a lot faster too. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of that. It keeps throwing me off. Is it me or is it really zoomed out? Now that's way too zoomed in. DLSS is on, yeah. People don't pick up every weapon. No, I normally just disassemble them. Disassemble them is the word that I'm looking for. For parts, so then I can create stuff. I've got like almost maxed out. Just like over encumbered to me, basically. I can't be bothered. And also, I'm a pro. I don't need to. As you can tell by my driving. I mean, look at this park. Look at that. Look at this park. Look. Look at that. Look at that! And you're telling me I need to pick up. Look at it! Oh no, I'm a bit on the curb there. Oh no. I'm a bit on the curb. It's good enough.
Got a client who needs to get a certain shard. Problem is, the shard's in the skull of a courier who's currently stretched out on a crematorium slab. Details are attached.
I want to go in that room.
Can I help you?
I want to go in this room.
Looks like someone wants trouble.
I'll knock you up. I'll just open the door. You can open the door, wait. He's not a very good bouncer, is he?
Alberto was an exceptional man.
I already do.
Exceptional.
You don't like me.
In hard times, he was stoic and humble. And in good times, his smile lit up the world.
Wait, I can,
Today, we say our goodbyes.
how do I do it? Hacking. Reboot. I'll just sneak round him.
Again. Let's check it out.
Easy. Oh no, that's not gone well. Have they seen me? How do I sneak around? No, no, no. Hey. He smashed it.
Huh? What? Hello?
Oh no, wait. I tried to grab him. I pressed F. Oh no. It did look like it said F, didn't it? For like a split second. I pressed it. It wasn't having it. Oh no. You could stay above. Yeah, if you dropped all the settings, you'd definitely stay above 60. We're in and around that now, but if you drop the settings, for sure, you'd stay above that. In that really crazy area, though, where all that lighting and stuff, I mean, we dropped to what, like 45? So it depends what settings you're dropping. If you're setting dropping screen space reflections and stuff, you'd probably gain quite a lot. So you'd probably easily do it.
I think I heard something.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Grandpa's gonna find you, cabron.
Where's it telling me to go? That was funny. Oh, I was gonna try and grab him. I'm stuck. Is this on motherboard setting? Do you mean the BIOS? On the BIOS switch on the graphics card, is that what you mean? I assume that's what you mean by motherboard setting? Which you've got between overclocked and silent mode, is that what you mean? Where's it? Oh, okay. Motherboard app setting? I don't know what you mean.
You're an angel sent from heaven.
I don't have that.
The demon possessed shards
I don't
on
have
its
any
way
of
to
that
the
software
night.
stuff, that bloat
Just like
software.
your money's on its way to you.
It's just on whatever the default is. In that case, I don't have any of that. I avoid having all that stuff, like GeForce Experience and all of that stuff. I don't really like having it. It's just like too much bloat. Is ray tracing on? Yes. Ray tracing overdrive. What other weapons do I have? I don't really necessarily like select weapon. I just switch them round. I don't really have specific weapons that I use. I've just got this because I picked this up. And then I've got a sniper and then this pistol. But I've got loads of guns. I just switch them around as they're... When you find some that do loads of damage, I'll just switch to that. I had the katana at one point. But I was going down really quickly, so I kind of switched away from that. Do I think the 5600X would bottleneck? In some games, yes, probably. For the most part, it'd probably be fine. But if you're playing 1080p, you're going to have less GPU utilization anyway, probably. What's my view on this in terms of 3070? Well, I mean, if you can't use these settings on a 3070 Ti, so it's very hard to... You can't use DLSS 3, so if you're comparing those two things, then obviously this way outperforms a 3070 Ti. Because you can't actually even use DLSS 3 on that. Ah, I remember this gun.
New fingerprints detected.
The fuck?
Increasing volume by 33%. New fingerprints detected.
What the hell are you?
User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name. Skippy.
Guy by the dumpster. That your owner?
Checking memory. Resources available.
Is this a better
100%.
upgrade? No, I would say that's probably not worth it.
Theft. Original owner. No data. Suggested solution. No.
The only benefit of really upgrading from this from a 3080 Ti is frame generation and stuff. But that's not even in every game anyway, so I would say that that's not worth it.
Still got all your functions?
Running system diagnostics. Testing will take approximately 47 seconds.
You're gonna go watch your Walking Dead? Nice. Season 11, episode 13. That's very specific.
What are you doing?
How many seasons are there? I've never even seen any. I've never even seen 1 minute of that show.
Test successfully completed. The program's Skippy version 0.01 alpha is running correctly.
A Ryzen 9 5900X. That would be okay, yeah.
All right, so what can you do? Besides talk my ear off.
Primary feature, automated targeting.
There's definitely more games now that support DLSS 3, but it's in comparison to how many games there are, it's like nowhere near. You know, what games have DLSS 3 now? You've got this, you've got Flight Simulator, you've got Plague Tale, Spider-Man games. I don't know. There's that Warhammer game that has it. There's more than that. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but
Adjusting settings.
you know, it's still not loads. Portal has it with ray tracing. Portal with ray tracing has it.
Happy slaughtering.
It's definitely more than that, but you know, as an overall average of how many games there are, it's you know, it's not a lot. Atomic Heart. Does that have it? I can't remember. Does Atomic Heart have it? I don't think I ever used it. Oh no, it does. Yeah, it does have it, because there was that bug where you could tick it on an AMD card, couldn't you? And obviously it didn't work, but it was ray tracing that Atomic Heart pulled last minute, didn't they? That's what I'm thinking of. Didn't feel like I really needed it in that game though. That game seemed to run okay. I don't think it really needed it. I don't think I even tested it with frame generation on. I'm not sure. I didn't feel like it really needed it. At least on all of the latest cards, I don't think it really needed it. Can you play with frame generation? I'm not. I've got it on at the moment. Yeah, I think if they added ray tracing to that game, then frame generation would probably be more useful. So maybe that's why it's in the game, because they will ultimately add ray tracing, is probably why it's there. Because there was ray tracing in the game, but like I say, they pulled it last minute, so if they still have ambition to add it back in, then frame generation will probably be useful. Because you could take like a 35 FPS hit from ray tracing and then add frame generation, and you gain that back basically.
V, got a job for you.
So in theory, you wouldn't really lose any frames.
What's beta acid, you might wonder? Fuck if I know. But
yeah, but like I say, it's not loads of games. You know, there's definitely more now than there were, but it's not loads. Probably more newer games you'll start to see it. But even, you know, even like, you know, Resident Evil, that only had FSR. That didn't even have DLSS. And then what else? The Last of Us. What did that have? That had both. That had DLSS, but not 3.
Discharge. I'm sorry. This never happened.
Here we are. Guess I just gotta wait.
Huh?
Bill Jablonski.
Did Okada give you the details?
SXG, congrats on getting the 4070. No, thanks.
My info is I'm supposed to off someone.
No, not just anyone. Joshua Stevenson, a fucking murderer. I'll tell you more inside. Get in. You're
Why is there no improvement for 30 series graphics? What do you mean?
They're supposed to pass down this street. We just sit tight till they show up and follow them. I want to see the light in that motherfucker's eyes go out.
Whoa. Why?
So he can smell his own fear before he dies.
Nothing to do but wait then.
FSR 3, yeah, it'll have the equivalent to
V.
It'll have frame generation.
Let me tell you something, V. That sack of filth took the life of someone I loved. I can't live with the thought that he... There they are! Step on it!
All improvements are for 40 series. Yeah, I mean, that's just how... They're not going to roll out the latest tech on older versions of stuff. That's just generally, like... Technology's never really been like that. You know, the older stuff gets left.
Stay on him! Don't let him get away!
And even then, I don't know if it's a hardware, like... It's potentially a hardware limitation, but I don't know enough about stuff like frame generation. It's not in their best interest. Like, think of it... What's going on here? Think of it from a business perspective. It's just not in their best interest. Like, an old company I used to work for had a desktop version and a .NET version of their software. And, like, the desktop version had tons of customers still on it, but no one... It didn't make sense for the company to work on it because it didn't make... The .NET, the latest version, makes them more money. So, like, they don't spend resource to bring out all the new features for the old software because it's just not... It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to do it.
Fuck.
And also, like we were saying earlier, it then forces people onto the new platform. If they bought frame generation and everything out on the 30 series, it would really give no one any reason to get any new stuff. So I get your point, and it's frustrating, but from a business perspective, it just doesn't make any sense to do it. It's like it would cost more money probably than they'd make, so therefore it just doesn't make any sense.
This is it. Let's go.
I remember failing this, but what did we have to do? Not draw the gun or something?
Stay close.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
remember.
blow the motherfucker to bits myself.
Frame generation does use new hardware on the 40s. There you go then.
Fucking kill him.
FSR will be software based, yeah, so it probably will likely on a 30 series you could potentially use it.
Right there! Lieutenant Vasquez, NCPD! Stop right there!
But yeah, so I will have a look more into frame generation. I don't really exactly know how it works. I know what it does, but I don't know all the technicals of it.
It's not their fault.
But it makes sense, it's a hardware limitation.
Vasquez!
But yeah, FSR, because obviously FSR you can use on nvidia cards now. It's not hardware based already, so I imagine FSR 3 would be the same. I doubt it would be hardware based.
What the fuck are you doing? Stop! NCPD! Stay where you are and get that goddamn semi out of here! We take him with us.
What?
So from a business perspective for smart games, it is worth to care about all things.
Okay,
yeah, that's just not how it works though. It's nice to think that's how things work, but it's just not how things work.
Professionals. It was only a matter of time.
Look at like game studios. As soon as the new game comes out, the old one just gets dumped and forgotten about. There are still people who play, you know, older games, older versions of games, but the game studios don't do any updates for it purely because it's just there's no incentive. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar completely ditched any work on that whatsoever because it's just not in their best interest to do it. They're working on GTA 6. There's no money in it. It's the same for everything.
We're clear to go.
It's nice. It's nice to think that they would care, but they just don't. Like, that's just the way things are, unfortunately. It makes more sense to them to move all of their devs to GTA, you know, where they can make loads of money, rather than just keep supporting Red Dead 2. It just doesn't make any sense.
You want me to come with you? I need you.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Whoa, she just glitched out the car.
And I am calling the studio. Don't make me ruin your career. Nobody.
Yeah, the temps are actually very good on this.
Nobody.
60, 59.
Hair on your head.
Even the hotspot memory junction, very good.
What the hell is this?
What's your name?
V.
Josh Stevenson. But you probably knew that already. Your associate. What was his
They've been updating Cyberpunk, which came out. Yes, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, for example, if they brought out Cyberpunk 2, they then wouldn't be updating this one anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Teach us to number our days.
Cyberpunk's the only game they, you know, not the only game they have, but the most recent version of game they're working on. They've still got DLC for this. As soon as they release the second game, if they do that, then this game wouldn't be touched anymore. You know, that's the.
Christ on a stick.
You know, look at Call of Duty, for example. Same thing every year. The old one just gets left. You know, look at Warzone 2. Warzone 1's just been dumped. You can't even play it anymore. It's not even supported.
What it is you want from me?
Well, this one
As soon as Warzone 3 comes out, it'll be the same thing with Warzone 2. That'll just be ditched. You won't be able to play that anymore.
You'll find out all you need to know on the way.
Got to object strongly.
Noted. But you don't have a vote here.
Ha! That's it. Got no fucking idea what this is about.
At least we didn't die this time.
With them, I'm never talking to you again.
I'm getting in.
All right, I'll go with you.
Move it. We're running late.
Have you ever experienced anything that changed the meaning of existence?
It's so bright in here. This is what the path tracing does. Can't even see out the.
Then you will understand exactly what I'm trying to do.
But it looks
12
weird,
years
doesn't it?
ago, I was sentenced to prison for armed robbery and other sins. I shot and killed several people in cold blood, and it didn't mean anything to me at the time. But behind bars, you get all the time in the world to think. And I thought to correct the errors of my ways.
Am I using NVENC? No.
Spelling mistakes you can correct.
I would use AV1, but it, I have used it, and it's not bad, but it just OBS needs to fix it still.
What do you
it
want
crashes for me too much. It like will crash midstream.
And
But they
I'll pay
updated it
you
this
what you
morning.
were
I'm on
promised
beta
to
4 now, so they've updated it 4 times already.
Excuse me? With what
But
money?
I haven't tested out the new one.
Not mine. The studio's. And the studio.
But it should work. It'll do it fine. It'll do NVENC fine, just like what is it? There's NVENC AV1 and there's NVENC HEVC. Is that
Till
it?
the end of the day.
It'll do them fine.
Going wrong,
But it's just issues with actual OBS.
No one will force you
But only
to
with
stay.
AV1. It's not with the. It's fine with the other ones.
We're almost at Gloria LMRs.
Give me a moment. I need to prepare.
Do you use AV1 on GPU? I don't know if there's. I don't know if I saw an AV1 option for CPU. In at least in the beta, in the OBS beta, I only saw NVENC AV1, which is GPU. It's just this bright because of the path tracing. It seems to make everything a lot brighter.
Vasquez, keep an eye on them. I'm gonna stay in the car. Keep it short. We're on a tight schedule.
There is software everyone. Is that in OBS beta though? I didn't see that. Maybe it's in there now. I haven't looked. I don't check like, you know, every time. My settings are just as they are and I just use the same thing. Is there many video artifacts with this low frame rate? We'd say 60 was low, would we? 50 to 60 is low, is it? But no, I don't have any artifacts.
Zuleika?
You're late.
I found a companion along the way.
Someone from the studio?
Do you remember what you wrote me in your last letter? He is everything you spoke of. V, meet Zuleika.
V, pleasure.
You are a friend of Joshua's?
Recent acquaintance, more like.
You tried AV1 on the CPU. Yeah, I'm sort of reluctant
Mama
to mess
isn't
around too much
back yet.
because
We
it's
can
just
talk
a bad
inside
time
until
watching the
she
stream.
returns.
You know,
Come
if
in.
it keeps...
Hurry up. I'll be waiting
I did
outside.
test AV1 out a bit, but it crashed so much I didn't really want to keep using it until they fix it. It's not really great to watch the stream when it just keeps crashing.
Please, sit down. Can I offer you anything? A drink?
A glass of water.
DLSS 3 has increased artifacts frame rate. It has ghosting, yeah, but that's when we say low frame rate, we're talking about like 20 FPS. We're not near that.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
If you have frame
One God.
generation on and you're
Amen.
below like 30, then you might start seeing like really high
Zuleika
input
is the
lag and
sister of the
ghosting and
man
stuff,
I
but
killed.
above that,
She
it
wrote
doesn't
me
do
letters
it.
while I was doing time. That is how we two were united.
That's what we mean by low frame rate. If you're in like the 10 to
Forgiveness.
20 FPS, then yes, potentially, but I wouldn't advise playing with that frames anyway. Maybe you want to turn your settings down.
You mean to say you let the man who killed your brother off the hook?
Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Whether it finds enemies or neighbors, God's love knows no bounds on earth, and neither should ours.
I'm not buying it, not at all. You believe in a merciful God, yet he allowed for your brother's murder. Let it happen.
I grieved for Reuben. You cannot know how much. I wanted
Yeah, the issue
him
to me,
back,
from what I've seen and
but then God
tested,
showed me
it's
his
to do with
plan,
ray tracing and,
and I found
and
peace.
frame
The Lord
generation.
knows I regret
If you have ray
killing
tracing
Reuben,
off, it doesn't do it at
but
all.
If not for him,
So I think it's some issue maybe with the implementation of it in this game, because I've used it in other games with ray tracing and I've not seen that problem. So I think it's just,
I guess then,
explicit to this game. I don't know what I'm agreeing to here.
I believe.
Zuleika and I have a running dispute. I was thinking you could help us resolve it.
No. I never agreed to anything like this.
I'm all ears.
Joshua, he thinks he's the Messiah and wants to end his own life.
I ever go into an office? No.
That is not true. I
haven't been to an office since literally the day before England went into lockdown, you know?
Really
how long ago was that?
It won't be
Actually, I've been in
suicide.
once or twice since then, randomly.
What exactly is going on?
Well, I don't really
here,
work
Josh?
for like one specific place
When the media
anymore, so there's no
learned I'd
point.
found God in prison. The next day, my face was on the cover of every screen sheet. A brain
And
dance
also,
studio took
when I was at
notice.
my old permanent
They
job
sent representatives
at that
to make me
company,
an offer.
even if you went in, there was no one there. So it was just like
I was facing
there's
the
like 2
electric
people
chair.
there.
Now,
So it's like
with
it's
the
a
studio's
wasted.
my death will be more than a state-sanctioned murder.
They want to scroll a brain dance of Joshua being crucified. An execution like any other. Just garbed
Like
in
software
holy
engineers
robes.
don't care to like go into an office and talk to people, you know.
This is insanity.
I would just go to the
Pure and
office, sit there at my
It's the
computer
one
with my
thing
headphones on the
worse
whole
than
day anyway.
insanity.
I could just do that at home.
Zuleika transformed
I
me
can't
into
stand
a
going to
child of
offices
God.
and like having to chat to everyone
It's
and
time I
stuff.
repaid that debt.
I hate it.
I want to bear witness to love's existence in a manner that all the
Like a
lost
couple of
souls
people's
on
fine.
this
I don't
wretched
like. I
earth
always
can
get on with
understand.
a couple of people.
Why love?
But then you
If
just get
unconditional
hassled
love
by
exists,
people
then
from
so
other
must
departments
God.
like all the time.
It's time the world
At least in
was
my opinion,
reminded
like I'm
of
trying to
His
work,
divine
I'm trying to
presence.
like focus on something, and you're just getting
of the
hassled
millions
by like
jacked
someone
into
who's
their
got some
feeds
issue
like
with something
livestock.
that's not even really,
The
you know,
children
it's not
growing up
important.
in
It's just like
gang-infested streets.
I don't know. I hate
Do
stuff
they
like
know
that.
love? Think of the joy toys on Jig Jig Street. Coked out corpos in their offices and murderers who stalk the streets. I want to reach them. I will reach them. And think of paid killers like you.
I'd go to like a co-working
Have you known
space
love?
though. I don't mind that.
Do you know what it is?
Just because there's just different people there all the time and stuff, and it's not so like,
Mother's home.
you know, I don't mind that.
Josh,
And like, because it's not people hassling you from your own the company. It's
And
like
who
just
are
other
you?
people who are doing other work. It's not so. It's not really the
My
same.
name is V.
Go. You are not welcome here.
Mrs. El Amar.
But to be honest, it's just
I have come to beg you for
the
forgiveness.
commute time really.
You
You know, some days you think,
my
well, I could go out and
That is
go to
something
like a
I
space
can
and work, but it's
never
like it takes
forgive.
time to get to those places and
I truly
back,
do
and
regret
it's
the pain
like
I have caused you.
Out of
with the
my
amount of
house
stuff that I do,
now.
it's better to have that time than to
Just
be using
go,
it to get there. You know,
please.
do you see what I mean?
Out, all of you.
We should leave, really.
Have I ever done
Please,
streams on
Mrs.
AMD
Elamar.
cards? Yeah, loads of times.
Murderer!
I've got loads. Just look on my
It's
channel. I've
okay,
got loads of
just
streams,
go.
loads of videos.
You took my room.
I did the XTX the other day on this.
My child, my son.
Let's go back to the car.
Why is there always just pizza everywhere? People in the city just live off pizza. DLSS is quality, yeah. God, that performance is terrible, is it? I wouldn't say so. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty. It's not bad.
Just wish I could have talked to Gloria and explained everything. If somehow I thought.
But you streamed on AMD encoders?
Find it in her
No.
heart to forgive me.
I don't stream on AMD encoders. I've maybe done it once, but like once or twice, but a long time ago because the quality's really bad.
It's not easy to forgive your son's murderer.
I have tested it on the more recent cards, and it's still not great in my opinion, so I don't use it.
If you forgive anyone their sins, they are forgiven. If you do not forgive them, they are
my
not
my
forgiven.
my opinion's been if you want to stream, I would not use AMD encoder.
You really want to do this?
Could use AV1, but on an AMD card. On the latest ones.
Something I must do. For if this won't shake the world to its core,
but I would you know, if you came to me and said I want to stream, yeah, I would say like Nvidia's still the encoder for them is still way better.
Take Stevenson inside, grab us all a table. Need a word with our stowaway here.
The kind of sitting in this car is just super weird. The way the car moves. It doesn't move smoothly. It moves almost like a square.
Wait a sec, I want to talk.
Like moving around.
So, what do you think about our next big BD star?
He's got some organic chips loose. Needs psychiatric help.
My thoughts exactly. But it's too late for that.
If he's as crazy as you say, why is he so important to you?
Because Stevenson's got a little something.
Do you suggest buying the next graphics card just for better performance on future games?
That little something's called authenticity. And that brain composed entirely of
I mean, that's quite a hard question to just say yes or no.
Believes what he says.
It depends. It depends on
like
too many factors. Depends on what resolution you
And
play,
when
what you
incapable
currently
of
have.
fucking up in any way. Stevenson could be a fat old fucking gold vein for our studio.
And that's my concern because...
You're fucking with his mind,
Like
asking
brand new
probing
games,
questions. You're making him
there's
doubt,
always going to
and
be a
most
newer
importantly,
game that's going to be
jeopardizing
harder
my
to run. Like
investment.
that's never ever going to
So I'm
stop.
prepared to pay you double what he's promised you. To
Like there'll be
quietly
another
walk
Cyberpunk
away.
type game in a year from now that'll just basically do what Cyberpunk did a year ago with ray tracing, you know, and then even
Why do I
a
think you don't
4090
understand what I'm
won't be able to
offering
play
you?
it, you know.
understand just fine. Let's go inside.
It's just always going to be like that.
Not bad.
There'll
for
be some
a
new
petty mark
technology
off the
which will then change the way that games look, and it'll then destroy
In pain and
the graphics
profit,
cards of
that's
that generation being able to
One's
play it. You know,
sacred,
it's
the
just
other's
always going to be like
insane.
that.
But who knows if they aren't congruous concepts. But yeah, I'm curious too. And I've been surprised before.
Your channel though is an invaluable tool, dude. Very useful. Thanks. I'm glad it's helpful. You're tempted with the 4070 Ti.
Seen every kind of dirtbag in this city.
4070 Ti is a solid card. 1440p is good.
Think about making a breakthrough.
The only issue is that 12 gig of VRAM though. I
Nobody's paying
think.
you to open your mouth, Vasquez.
You know, if you're comparing that to a 7900
Got a tough
XT,
customer with that
the
Vasquez.
XT is
Even for a badge.
plays a lot better.
He is set in his
Especially
ways.
when you're looking at recent
so many
games
men.
like Resident Evil, The Last of Us and stuff. The 7900 XT is the better buy for that
This brain dance.
at 1440p.
I'm curious. Tell me more.
So you know,
Title's
12
the
months from
passion.
now,
We're speaking to the LCD, of course. And
that
it's
12
gonna
gig on a 4070 Ti
revolutionize
could be a
BD.
problem.
How so?
Well, Stevenson's furlough is only so long.
It's still a decent
Can only
card.
Scroll the last bit
And
with
if
him.
you're willing to drop
But
settings
we'll
in the
fill run-up to
future,
the finale with
then you'll
BD
be
doubles
fine.
and Emobank assets. It'll feel like Stevenson, though.
How's that even possible?
Give me a break. We're part of EBM. Infinite investment
I always like
in
this
tech.
scene, the guy eating the chips.
Couple of years
That would
and we won't be
that would
using
cut your
Aptors
mouth
anymore.
up.
My dream of the day.
So why Josh?
Look how sharp
Sounds like
they
you
are.
don't even need him now.
The son
That would
of
absolutely
man's
slash
agony.
your mouth up.
You can't
He
read
don't
it
want to
straight
eat them.
from the
Look,
digital
he
threads
knows.
just
He's looking at him like he's like, this is gonna. Oh, he's going for it.
Can we please talk about something besides faith?
You activated resizable bar,
your
yeah.
night.
It doesn't
Topic
really
of
make
choice.
much difference. It's very game
don't know.
specific if it makes any difference or
I
not.
spent
There's
years
only like
not
a couple of games
talking
where it
to anyone.
actually makes any noticeable difference.
Nothing
But I
hard.
have it on.
What do you do to relax?
Let's see. I read scripture.
To be honest though, that's
I
making me
watch
want to
brain
get some
dances and movies.
McDonald's chips.
Did you hear about the remake of Badlands Raid?
Get a large fry.
Yeah. Kicks the
Some
original's
ketchup
ass.
on that. Oof.
Trust me.
Chatter's pointless. That's enough. Stevenson can't be distracted. He has to focus now.
Hopefully they don't look like that, though.
Relax, Rachel.
Yes, why? I don't know anything about you. How do you spend your leisure time? What do you do to unwind?
None of your fucking business.
I mean it as a serious question.
You're surprised it can do path tracing. Yeah, the issue with it is obviously is like you see here, you will dip below 60, where the 4070 Ti kind of held up.
Well,
I think that gauge they've given you there, that
Know what your
the
problem is,
minimum
all
of
of you?
4070 Ti is to be at
You
like
refuse
60.
to understand that spirituality can only ever be personal.
Still playable on this. You're
And
just
why the
gonna
fuck are you
dip
here
below.
anyway? For the free meal?
You know, there are some areas we were hitting 70,
Tell you exactly why.
but there's
No,
obviously
I don't
areas
give the
too where we're
slimmest
hitting
shit
like
what you have to
45,
say.
50.
Ugh, all this talk about grace and salvation and transformation. I could puke.
Oh my god, I've
Take
just
it from
noticed
a
this
beauty
guy here, look.
producer. Religion's an elaborate
Ugh.
lie. All of them.
But
He's not even eating anything.
No, we're done for the day. Finish your meal. We'll put you up at the studio. And you? Get
This guy really
lost.
looks like he's
I'll
just...
get your fee soon.
He's having like an existential
Goodbye,
crisis.
I am
Looking into the
truly glad
abyss.
to
He's
have met
not
you.
even touched it. Look at that guy's food there. Or that woman's food.
Really well played.
What?
What do you make of it all?
It's
Guy
so
just might
weird
be
looking.
the biggest nut job I've ever seen, but it's still
He's got a
corporate
burger.
exploitation.
Your cynicism is starting to wear thin on me.
We could talk in circles, but who cares what we think? What would it change? Corpse will continue to grow rich off his type, and the masses will live on with their pipe dreams.
Attempts are good, yeah.
Come on, where's Rebel Johnny? Seem to have lost him.
Well, I found him. He's inside that guy. He's the real rebel.
Make up your
Under
mind,
60
which is it?
for the most
Nut
part.
job or Messiah?
He's fucked in the head. The world's fucked in the head. And you're fucked in the head because my fucked up head is inside it. Guess if you want to save the world, that's the first step. Get fucked in the head.
What do you think? God exists?
Fuck. Kill me, please.
Come on, serious question.
What? Why? So you flatlined, then got your beat back. Don't tell me that's left you wondering if a construct can even be saved.
Yeah, people were saying this card's huge, but it's actually... I got the Gigabyte one. It's actually not that big.
Unreal.
It's big if you compare it to a 30
Reality
series,
beckons.
but it's
Come on.
probably a bit smaller
got
than my
places to
4070
scratch.
Ti. I'll try and do a little video. I can compare them, but it's definitely bigger than my 3070 Ti. But I've kind of got used to the sizes of the cards now, so sometimes it's hard to actually say how big it is. I don't really realise until I look at older cards and I'm like, oh my god. I'm desensitized to the size of the new cards. Buy vehicle. Can I not just nick it? I want to nick it. This car's getting nicked. We're gonna have to do a shootout. Oh, there's more here. Whoa! It wouldn't stop. Why were the cars just surrounded by everyone? Want that one? What the hell? No, no, no. Oh wait, what's that down there? There's something down there. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That is... What happened? Whoa!
Seen worse.
Damn, I have ammo. Try and snipe him. Where are they?
He's hiding like a little bitch.
Wait, I'm getting shot from... I get shot from so many angles. One more. Where are these guys coming from over here? Auto snipe bullets. Look at that shot. Is it better to 6800 XT? It's going to depend on what you want. If you want ray tracing and stuff, yeah. Or if you're streaming and that. A 6800 XT is going to probably play better, but on like stuff like ray tracing and like this game, for example, it won't. If you're using path tracing, it won't. And also price, like how much is a 6800 XT? Is this a laptop GPU? No, it's a desktop. To be honest though, I mean, I don't think we're too far off a 7800 XT from AMD. I'm not sure I would... If I had to buy a card right now, I'm not sure I'd probably want to wait and see what they come out with. Personally. You might regret by like making a rash decision on a graphics card right now, because AMD have been quite quiet about it, but there's definitely got more cards to come out. That was a lot of guys. I'm not sure. I'll have to knit this car because I think this car's a write-off.
Hey, it's Rachel.
Oh no, we're good.
The passion project. BD.
Oh wait, I didn't get the.
Oh yeah, what's up?
We've
I didn't
got a
actually do the
crisis on
mission,
our
did I?
hands. Really use your help. Stevenson's had a breakdown. Nothing any shrink can do about it. Can you come here to the studio? Just talk to him?
Fine, sure. On my way.
He said he'll come. Thanks, V.
Does it use GDDR5 RAM? What do you mean? The graphics card? You talking about the graphics card? No, I mean DDR5. Oh, yeah. My motherboard does, yeah. It does, yeah. My RAM's in the description. DDR5 G skill, 6000 megahertz. Don't really want to do that mission. Jemrix, hello, how's it going? How does Final Fantasy 16 look? I've not seen it. Look at this car. Yeah, so we're getting that thing again. I think the ghosting here. It's definitely ray tracing though that causes that. I switched ray tracing off. It's fine. It's ray tracing and DLSS that causes it. DLSS frame generation. It looks sick. I've never really been a huge I've never really played those games. I played one recently. I can't actually even remember what version it was. What game? Which one it was?
Hey, got a client.
I'll try and get it. Try and get the new one, but
It's just Nancy's
is
son
it
who's looking to get back something
is it
that was
PS5 exclusive though? It won't be on PC, will it?
That Nancy. The one who punched keys in Samurai. Oh, one more thing. If you could recover this gonk's wheels too, that'd be real nice. So, you in? If so,
Oh, I
find
can't
the
grab him.
details attached.
I was trying to grab him.
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm. Yeah. Don't stop.
That went wrong, didn't it? I thought I could grab him, but pick him up. PS5 exclusive, yeah. I don't have a PS5, so can play it anyway. Out of ammo. This gun's pretty powerful.
Retreat! Yo, this is better than sex!
Only issue is the ammo.
He's flagging!
Haven't got much ammo. And health as well. Where is he?
Give me a hand here!
According to traditional Christian doctrine, you are going to burn in hell.
Retreat!
Path tracing is on, yeah. Thought there'd be some more ammo here.
I remember that gig. Blew my vocal cords out so hard I couldn't speak for a
Oh,
week.
hello.
Wow, man. That must have been
Hello.
fun to watch.
What, the gig?
No, you're not speaking for an entire week.
This is more like it. Bit of an upgrade. Whoa. Oh no, it won't let me park it. It's counting that, it won't let me move.
Check out your bootlegs.
Huh? What bootlegs? What are you talking about?
The Samurai concerts, the one you hired me to find.
Ooh, yeah, totally.
What's
Why
going
didn't
on?
you
Is
say
someone
so?
getting beaten
Shit,
up?
man. Shimura. Get the wheels too?
Sounds like someone's getting beaten up.
Park downstairs. Keys are in the ignition.
What? For real? That's fucking far out, Shum. I won't forget this.
DLSS is quality, yeah. DLSS quality here. Path tracing, everything's on. It does sound like someone's getting beaten up. What is that I hear? What am I looking for? What is that I hear? Oh, it's down there. Someone is getting beaten up.
A gig well done, V. Our client's satisfied not only to get his hands on that recording, but the wheels too.
Oh no, I'm in the
A
fish
satisfied
tank.
client means a satisfied fixer. Hell, you should be satisfied too. Contract's closed, and payment's on its way.
That was what I heard. Can you get back in this? No. Right, give me 1 minute, guys. I just need to go to the loo really quickly. Make sure you drop a like on the stream, guys. Try and hit 100 likes by the time I get back. I'll be 1 minute. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I think I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna quickly switch to AV1 and just check, because I updated OBS this morning to beta 4, so I just want to see if it's fixed the crashing issue. So yeah, just give me 1 sec. The stream might drop out just for a sec whilst I switch it. Okay. Sorry. If it crashes at all, I'll keep an eye on it. But if the stream crashes out, just like put an exclamation mark in chat or something, and I'll just reboot it, switch it back over. Did I get a Founders Edition? No. They weren't even. They didn't even go for sale. From what I saw, they were sold out immediately, as they always are. Right, so I was just sorting the settings out. Right, I think we should be good. I'll keep an eye on it. Tommy, Marco, thanks for subscribing, guys. You got a MSI one. What? No, which one? Do we want this car? No, we had this car already, didn't we? I'll grab that other one. Right. What other missions have we got? Oh, collect your reward. Where have I got to go for that? An MSI, oh, nice. What, the Supreme X one, or? Why do you see the same ghosting? It seems to me, it seems to be an issue with ray tracing. If I have ray tracing on and I have DLSS on as well, or FSR, in this game it does it. So it'd be interesting, Arok, to, are you using ray tracing in Dying Light 2 as well? Because if you are, switch ray tracing off and see if it's still doing it. For me in this game, if you switch ray tracing off, it doesn't do the ghosting anymore. So I assume there's some kind of issue there between ray tracing and upscaling. Because I had the same issue in this game with FSR as well. So it's not even a frame generation thing, it seems like an upscaling thing. It seems to cause it. VRAM indication. Well, the thing is ray tracing and path tracing are very, very VRAM like hungry. So using settings like this with ray tracing, then of course, yeah, like, you know, in a brand new game, you know, a year or two from now, then that'll be a problem for sure, yeah. But if you switch ray tracing completely off, you probably drop about 2 or 3 gigs of VRAM. We'd probably be at like 9 or 10 at least. Under 10. Ray tracing overdrive, yes. All cards run the game at this FPS. No, they don't. 7900 XTX doesn't run this game at this FPS. Can it run above 120? Yeah, of course.
Hey, you!
If you drop the settings, of course.
Rachel's been waiting for you.
Where do I go?
Straight down this street, building with the officer out front.
Thanks.
You can try and turn off overdrive and turn on the sight. Yeah, no, like I say, if you switch ray tracing off, you won't get the ghosting. We already did it. We already tested it. That's what I was saying. It seems like it's an issue.
This, trust me. We'll be on schedule.
But it just crashes.
Finally. We're late.
And there's like nothing I can do about it. It crashes my OBS for some reason.
He's in his dressing room. Go talk to him.
Don't know why. It's odd, but I won't use it until maybe the next beta. I'll try it out again.
Wanted to see me?
No, like I say, it's not my internet. It seems like it's AV1 in OBS crashes. It's like it crashes my OBS. It's not when it's freezing like that. It's not my internet. It's the actual OBS is crashed.
Or maybe I am insane.
I have to close it and open it again.
It's crazy.
But I know it's not my internet because I can use a different encoder and it doesn't do it. So it literally is just AV1. I'm using the same internet.
It's too late.
Internet does buffer occasionally, but it doesn't crash like that. Whenever I use that encoder, it just fully crashes my OBS for some reason. But it's beta still, so it's not a surprise.
Don't want to pray, but I'll be right here by your side.
And it's done it on all my cards. It even did it on the 4090 as well.
Breathe in me, O Holy Spirit, that my thoughts may all be holy. Act in me, O Holy Spirit, that my work too may be holy. Draw my heart, O Holy Spirit, that I love but what is holy. Strengthen me, O Holy Spirit, to defend all that is holy. Guard me then, O Holy Spirit, that I always may be holy. Amen.
Time to start.
It's not drivers, no.
I truly hope Zuleika is praying
I've
for me
DDU
now.
drivers, used the same drivers,
stay with me?
DDU'd to the most recent drivers as of yesterday, and it's still doing it. It's just OBS. Like I said, this morning they released a patch for it to fix crashing, but it's still doing it, so it's just the beta. I'm using the beta OBS, so
All right, Joshua.
you kind of got to expect those problems.
Thank you.
Like, AV1's not actually officially released yet.
Let's do this. You're gonna have to say some lines. A few. We'll put them up on the prompter for you.
Oh, is this that chaotic scene? I'll look away so I don't get in trouble on YouTube. I'm also eating at the same time. Oh no. Where have I got to go?
Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and save us.
Oh no, look away.
Do you not fear God? You stand
away.
condemned under the same sentence.
Demonetized. Quit.
I can't do this.
Look away. Don't get me in trouble, no! No! I usually get demonetized on this game anyway. Like, immediately.
Truly, I say
It doesn't
to
like
you,
the violence.
Today you will be with me in paradise.
What have we got? We got to do something.
Amen.
Don't know what we were waiting for then.
Probably my hardest gig, that, but I got through it.
What now?
Going home, where I'll sleep for 2 days straight. Be in touch about your compensation soon.
Be waiting for your call.
Yep. Later.
I need to do the mission where you can get a, you can store your vehicles and call and they bring it to you. I still don't have that. Better leave my car. Did it disappear? I have to nick this one.
Please, have mercy on me.
Is it bugged? Why have I still got that music playing? You hear that music as well? Why have I still got it? Can we do all these yet? No, danger. How's that car like faster than me almost? And I think I might test out The Last of Us later on this. I'll obviously be doing loads, as many games as I can over the next, over the next week or so. I do want to try this game out again do it with the 7900 XT at 1440p maybe and see how that does. I think The Last of Us would be a good one to see, like how it deals with the VRAM, if that's going to be a problem. Because 12 gigs at 1440p maxed out, that was kind of an issue. It was saying you need 12.5. Cool to see how much worse it is than the TI. Where have I got to go? That looks cool, doesn't it? It's frame generation on, it is, yeah. Those plants look. Oh my god, you can go in here. Can we go up? Oh my god, can we go up?
You catch the latest?
Think we can go upstairs? Look at this guy. I don't think we can go up. That's what I liked in this game, where you can actually go into buildings and stuff. You can go in that one, you just can't
They said it on TV.
If you go to the top.
Oh.
Has less than 60 FPS frame generation. Yeah, this is path. I am using path tracing though. Like, path tracing's no joke. The XTX couldn't play this at this frame rate in 1440p. Oh, I didn't want to do that. With path tracing on, yeah, it is expected, yeah.
Fun fact.
Switch it off and it'll double my frame rate.
Several minutes after decapitation.
Even with FSR 3, it's still not going to be as much.
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function?
You'd add maybe 20 to 30 FPS max. And at 1080p, the XTX is doing 40 FPS with these settings at 1080p. So, with FSR 3, you're still doing like 60 to 70 FPS at 1080p. Like, that's insane. For an over £1,000 card. You get more frames with this. And you can get this card for £580. That's a problem.
Fuck! I'm too scared for this shit.
That's a big problem. So, performance to price wise, I would say this card's actually very good. Even if you compare it to 30 series cards, 30 series cards are extortionate for what you get now. Performance and features you get with this card, way better than the equivalent price range on a 30 series. I think that's the cops on me. How do we get around? Without frame generation, well, yeah, without frame generation, without AV1, you know, the 3080, for example, is probably more expensive in the UK than this. Even if you're looking at efficiency, power consumption, everything, this is still better. Because a 3070 hit in the UK is £500 to £550. You can get one of these for $580. So, 12 gig VRAM over that, I mean, no brainer. In terms of price to performance compared to a 30 series card, like, it's way better value. That's why I don't really understand. No one seems to really be bothered by how expensive the 30 series cards are, which seems kind of wild to me. How did that not kill that?
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm.
Only issue with this sniper, it takes so long to load. Is there a keybind to reset? It's in MSI. I can do it from MSI Afterburner, like that. I don't know about that, RTSS. I don't. I just have it set the keybind in MSI. So yeah, I don't know about Rivatuner. At the moment under FPS. No, he's talking about resetting it. Resetting the stats. Like for example, now you see 1% low is 50, 51. I've got a keybind that'll basically reset the whole stat. So like if I press it, there you go. You see? It'll reset average and everything. Holy smokes.
Magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Chewie.
Not using Afterburner. Yeah, I don't know just about Rivatuner by itself. I'm not sure. You'd have to Google it. Oscar, thanks for subscribing. Oh, I just killed himself. It is cool down this alleyway.
Reason for firing.
How do I shoot the explosive thing? Ah! I'm on fire.
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Chewie.
Oh, I ain't got enough ammo now. How do I get up there? I got no health. This is crazy. There's so many. Oh my god. $28 health. How do I get out of here though? I don't think there's any way out. All I got's the snipe. I just shot a civilian by accident. Now there's two. One's down. Oh, I'm dead. That's a grenade. If I get out of this, how did that not hit? What else is he shooting at me? Come on. Peek it. Oh, headshot. What a shot.
Come the fuck out. I'm gonna fucking die here waiting.
Someone up top as well. Another headshot. Come on, show yourself. He was running away. Got more pistol now. Wait, what? Where is he? I think he got away. Can you go in here? Ah, this is the bar. Is this the bar from the
New magazine detected.
It looks a bit similar to like the benchmarking tool thing. Why is that guy sitting down? See that guy behind the bar just sat down, look. Is he scared? He might be scared.
This is the road of fire and war!
Fun fact. The human body holds between 5 and 7
Got no ammo. Oh, get 100. Here we go. Still no health. Oh no. Don't die now.
¡Esténse al tiro! ¡Hijos de la chingada!
Come on, ammo. Not money. I can't pick it up.
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Chew.
This is the cheese way. Run up the other way.
Some things never change. Gonks tick the ballot and think they're actually making a choice. All we ever did one choice is corruption. Same shit. I'll give you a minute.
Right, how many more? One more guy? Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. I think I got him. Nice. This card definitely stutters a little bit more. You see there, it stuttered again. I didn't really have any stuttering at all on the other cards. Like noticeable stuttering, but definitely feels worse on this. There's more guys over there.
Flawless. Glad I can count on you.
Get rid of them.
Contract closed.
Is the music on this really quiet? It's still 100. Sounds quite quiet.
Ponte de rodillas.
Why is there so many enemies around this area? Like some sort of like stronghold of enemies. Oh. I do like this sniper though, the fact it just hits the target for you. Pretty useful. Alright. How do I get out? Where's my car? I've probably lost the car, haven't I? Oh god. Were they just up there the whole time? Oh no.
Provocation. I'ma tear you to shreds, stop sucker.
You're gonna dead to fight soon.
Where'd he go? Can we go in there? I want to go in there. No.
Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum.
Here's the car. Oh, wait.
A 6-3 car. See the attachment from all of the wheels.
I should have crafted some health. Is that the car?
Here we go!
Reminds you of the gun in Titanfall. I never really played Titanfall that much. I have played it. I was never really a fan of the games like that. You know, which COD was it? Was it Advanced Warfare? With all the jetpacks. I wasn't really a fan of that.
Fun fact. The vast majority of murders are committed by men. Just like you.
What Corsair am I using? Corsair. It's in the description. Corsair HWiNFO. Why not? I don't mind it in Titanfall, but COD, it just didn't feel like COD, if you know what I mean. Like COD was always I don't know. It just changed the feel of the game to something that COD is completely not. I felt it's fine in Titanfall because that's the type of game it is, but I felt like it didn't fit into COD personally. It didn't feel like it suited that style.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you added jetpacks to Battlefield. Do you know what I mean? It would turn into a totally different game. That would actually be crazy. I'd probably play that, to be honest. It'd end up like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and you'd be the Mandalorian. It'd be kind of funny. I do actually miss playing that Battlefront 2. I quite enjoyed that. A load of Mandalorians flying around.
Give them a taste of war, boy!
The IQ HWiNFO, yes, that one. What's going on? Oh no, I've got to deliver the car, haven't I? Whoops. Have I got to do it? I assume so.
You really saved my ass. I can't thank you enough. Wouldn't stick around too long if I were you. 6th Street are gonna be searching high and low for this beauty.
I'm leaving town today. It's like Uncle Estevez always said. If you gotta choose between your ride and saving someone else's ass, always choose the ride.
These
At least
guys
you know
are
that the ride's never
absolutely
gonna betray you.
yoked.
People, on the other hand,
They've lost their necks. Look at the size of their traps. They don't even have a neck anymore. Oh, here we go.
Excellent. The car has reached its owner. Now the money will reach you. Good deeds are always repaid in kind. Closing the contract. Until next time.
Oh no, they're still in the car. Are they supposed to be in the back? Like, halfway. Their legs are like halfway through the car. Oh yeah, this is the vibe. This is the vibe right here. We're all gonna die. What? This guy is saying. Absolute vibes.
Dr. Paradox was right.
I would almost guarantee that guy's taking something. Oh, I'm missing my good car though. You have to nick the police car. Oh no, this one. This is what happens at the end of the rave. When you've just had too much. You end up over here on the other side of the road. It's the come down. I'm just gonna take this, thanks very much. Even the police car sounds like a rave. Those look like bullet holes. That's the point. When the rave's gone, you know, it's gone wrong. Is that the horn? It's the sirens. It's an absolute vibe. I should go back to the rave. Because look, the side is blue now, you see? If I put the sirens on, it goes red. It's a rave, basically. And then if someone messages me, the sirens turn off. That's not a bug, it's a feature. Oh no. That's not a bug, that's also a feature. I've got like... How do I get rid of it? Oh no. I can't drive right either. Oh no, oh no, it's happening. Oh, we got rid of them. Oh no, it's all going wrong. The game's falling apart. And it just stops if you get out. Wait, what? Do you want to go?
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, I just... Wait, what? I just changed the weapon. I want that one. We got to go upstairs.
Message to user. Thanks, June. Anyone else catch that? Huh?
Come out!
Grab a shotgun.
How do I get in? Oh my god.
Fun fact. Bloodstains can be removed using one easy trick.
Oh, we're over encumbered now. Disassemble. I need to craft some health, otherwise I'm just gonna get messed up.
And vinegar.
Say hello to my little friend, cunt!
How about you come on out and let's talk?
Wait, where am I? I'll just jump out the back.
Detected. Message to user. Thanks, June.
Oh no, I have ammo. here we go. It could be 80 plus FPS, not with the settings, not with path tracing on and everything, at 1440p. You do push 80 in some areas, 70 to 80, but for the most part with these settings you won't. If you drop DLSS down, you could hit higher frames for sure, yeah. But we're using DLSS quality, so in and around 60 is fine, to be honest. Your PC games keep crashing. Find out what error are you getting. Look in your Windows event. What is it? Windows event viewer, and it'll tell you. It would probably give you an error code that you could then search, and that might tell you. That will point you probably to the direction.
Well, I have the beta acid, but still got no clue what happened with Booker. Expected more from you, V. I'm closing this one and filing it under.
How do you look at Windows event? Just search in on your Windows event viewer, or just Google it. It's kind of hard to explain really over. If you Google it, it'll have step-by-step image of how to look at the logs. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know every single individual little like step to go through to get there. I'd have to look myself. But that'll give you then an error code that you think then if you search that on Google, it will give you some indication why it's doing that. Why said people just stood in the road? It reminds me of Star Citizen. Whenever you load into Star Citizen, you have people just stood on everything, just not moving. Do I think it's possible to play with a 3070 Ti at 1440p with what, path tracing? With path tracing, no, unless you're going to use DLSS Ultra Performance. But even then, it's not going to be amazing. I would say that's probably not worth it. You'd be better off probably not using path tracing, just switch that off.
V, got a client who needs help with some internal corpo skullduggery. Our boy wants dirt on his arch nemesis.
I think I can get in here without setting that off.
What do you say? Got your shovel ready? Briefs attached.
I can get in there without setting it off. That's the way. Yes, with DLSS 2 on the 30 series you could, but I don't. With path tracing, I think you'd probably have to leave it off to get any reasonably good performance, I would say. Exactly, yeah. It'd be fine for this game. I'm not sure whether you're referring to path tracing or not. For like overall just playing this game in general, then yeah, it can do it fine, but yeah, like Tommy's saying, on the latest technology, it's going to be rough. I thought I could grab this robot, but... We're in. How did he see me? He was rebooting, wasn't he?
Another extremist.
And I didn't do any health. I didn't get any I didn't sort of health out, did I? Make it up.
Commencing neutralizing threat. Surround the target.
The robot is climbing up. And I've got no ammo. It's bad. I'm sure I've got a gun that does more damage. Shotgun. That does a lot. That's probably going to be more useful than a sniper, isn't it? And I've got no health, which is a big problem.
Surround the target.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to... I should actually craft some health, really, shouldn't I? That was the problem right there. Where's health? Holy smokes. What else do we use? Pistol and... How do we do it? Pistol and shotgun. Can't do it. And if I switch shotgun and is that one? I might just start the shootout outside.
Try that again.
You sent it in the Discord. Yeah, I'll have a look later. I can't look at it right now. I'm thinking if I just shoot these,
V, got a client who needs help with some internal corpus.
shoot the turrets and stuff.
Our boy wants dirt on his arch nemesis, one Mateus Stowe.
Draw them all
What
out.
do you say? Got your shovel ready? Briefs attached.
Open fire!
Oh my god. Holy smokes. Do I have FOV at 110? No, I think it's at 90. Damn it, that downed me so fast. Jeez. How to craft all that stuff again? Is it MSI Afterburner? It is, yeah. Pistol. Can't do any of those. If I save it, just so I don't have to do that again if I die. If I come in real hot, maybe they'll get scared. Leave me alone.
V, got a client who needs help with some internal.
I'm thinking to pistol it as well.
Our boy wants dirt on his arch nemesis, one Mateus Stowe. What do you say? Got your shovel ready? Briefs attached.
Can it hit me here? I'm not going to go close to that again. It does the craziest amount of damage, that one. I need to get out of it. I feel like this pistol's not very good. Gotta hit the headshots. Look how many things there are on the mini map. Whose idea was this? These graphics look good. They do, don't they? Do I think this is worth it for... depends what your budget is. It's definitely decent. I'd say this or the 4070 Ti, depending on how much money you want to spend. This is decent, but obviously you're going to get more frames in the future going forward with a Ti. I've got police as well on me here. Could I share the MSI Afterburner config file? I don't know how to do that. It's not half these settings on MSI, they're HWiNFO, so I'm not sure that'd be any value to you anyway. Half of these settings wouldn't even show up because they're not in MSI, so config file I don't think would make any difference. These are all police.
Help! Damn it!
Like everything from memory clock down to FPS is from HWiNFO, so all the other stuff is in MSI just by default. I don't think you need a config file for that. It's literally, if you install MSI, it's all there already. Everything else you'd have to import from HWiNFO, so that won't show up in a config file for MSI, if that's what you're looking for. And I'm not sure, I don't think there are, I don't understand how the config files will work with HWiNFO. I don't know if you can do that. Because it varies on what motherboard and everything you have. Like what stats, what card you have too, is going to depend what stats you can have. So unless you have the exact same build as me, it's going to differ, you have to do it manually.
Confirming hit on suspect. Surround him.
This is a bit of a problem. I've got 4 stars here. I don't think I've ever had this many stars. I think maybe we chalk this. I might chalk this and do it again, just running around the back again. Because this isn't working, is it? Can I not get the police on them? It's like stims on COD. Oh my god. Do you think they'll shoot the police? I'm not sure how it works. It is like a bit of a desert eagle, isn't it? It sounds like one. I need to now get out of this situation. That's how we do. That is how we do. Can I get over that? Look at that. Look at that. That is just execution at its finest.
Beautiful work, man. Stove's finished.
You ever seen anything like that?
Big thanks. Contract's closed and the eddies are flying.
Just executed that to perfection. We need a getaway vehicle. There's also something in here. Did the gameplay change much compared to the Edge Runners? I don't really recall when that patch came out. But what do you mean by did it change much? Was there less bugs, or is that what you're referring to? I might test Dead Island 2. I will be, yeah. I'll be doing Dead Island 2, the Jedi game. I think Dead Island 2 is 28th, isn't it? And I think Jedi is 21st or 2nd, is it? Or something like that? If you hit the headshots with this, it's alright.
Reloading! Cover me!
What? No! The car blew up. Oh, it's the other way, is it? Jedi 28th. Yeah, fair. I've got them muddled up. It's the other way around. Damn.
Error. Premature discharge.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
You are going to burn in hell.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very powerful, does it? If you hit the headshots, it's alright.
Yeah, don't stop.
Oh yeah, I forgot the shotgun. What is VRAM? Video RAM. Yeah, technically it's RAM for your GPU equivalent. Try upgrading it. How do I do that? Sounds newbie. Like, how do you level it up? Can you upgrades? No? How do I do it? Upgrade. Wait. I don't actually know what gun. What was the gun? It's that one. How did I do it? Oh my... Give me that. As you can see, I don't really check this stuff. How do I get back on? Here we go, upgrades. But I don't. What was the gun? Is it that one? I can't really tell. It didn't. Is it that one? It didn't look like that. there's loads of these. Can't decide which model 4090. Yeah, Strix is like crazy expensive. I would say you can get just as good performance from, you know, one of the other cheaper ones. I want that car right there. Oh no! I just bought it. How much was that? 50k? Oh, I got loads. It's mine now. Let's park it up nicely. Get the shotgun out.
How's life in NC? Getting any sleep? Because I'm not. Not when there's money to be made.
Oh, wait.
So listen, one of my people, name's Juliet, was supposed to deliver me some precious data. Never made it. Getting total readiness.
If life's taught me one thing, it's that a safe
AMD cards are better going forward.
Specs attached.
Well, I mean, I'd say that's a...
Must be an access shard around.
That's subjective, I would say. I mean, yeah, like ray tracing, at the moment at least, it's nowhere near. You're taking something like this game, the AMD cards are really quite bad.
A safe behind a painting. A little cliche. But hey,
not considering ray tracing, yeah. I think without ray tracing, like VRAM wise, they're definitely better positioned, but it's one of those things that really kind of hard to say. You don't really know what kind of updates and drivers and stuff they'll receive in, you know, the future. That's anyone's guess, really. So it's like almost impossible to say if it you know, it's all well and good having that amount of VRAM, but for example, if I compared this to a 7900 XT at these settings, this card performs better, even though it's got way less VRAM. Like, to just hang everything on VRAM it still doesn't necessarily guarantee it's going to play well. Like, we wouldn't get these frames on a 7900 XT. I don't even think in the current driver situation you'd get these frames on an 800 XT, 7800 XT. Which is like a big gap. Can I... What do we do? Do we shoot this or... I remember there's like a door somewhere, wasn't there?
What a mess. Reeks too. Usual hallmarks of a merc's room stop there.
It's worth buying the 4070. I think it's worth it. 1440p. It's not a bad not bad value. If you were deciding between this or like a 3070 or a 3080 or something, I'd definitely recommend getting this instead.
Signs of a struggle,
to put it mildly. Almost completely used up. Not something you'd keep in your medicine cabinet.
Yeah, and there's a specific technology. I forget what it's called now. It's we spoke a bit about it yesterday. It's like rendering. I can't remember what it's called. Something rendering. But nvidia have it and AMD don't. That's why it plays so badly with path tracing. I can't remember what it's called. What was that then?
Better look around.
Impressive pharmacy. Didn't even know this stuff was still on the black market. All these pills are downers. They're what you get if you can afford better. Hell of a lot for one person here.
don't remember what we got to do. There's a secret door, isn't there, downstairs? How do we do it?
I'm starting to like this less and less. Let's stay on our toes.
So there's a basement. Damn, I can't remember. We need to get in there, do we? Hostile area. Did we miss anything? We had this problem last time. Oh, it's saying there's something in this room. Look. Oh, is it over here? How do we do it?
My skull. You did this, Juliet.
Turn off cameras. Like a passcode for it. Here we go. Is that it? Locked. Ah, here we go. Oh wait, it's a boss. Taking some serious damage. Got no ammo. 2% health. Is that what we need to get in the safe? Oh no.
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Choom.
Here we go.
Can't have bad luck all the time.
You got up there? Where's it telling me to go? Why does it do that every time? The first time, it tries to get you to sell stuff even though you've put deposit item.
What happened to Juliet, V?
Bizarre.
Fuck. She never mentioned she had a sister. It's a crying shame. Thanks for grabbing that data, V. Gig's closed. I'll be in touch.
Right. That's going to be it for me, guys. I need to grab some food. I'm going to try out The Last of Us. We'll obviously be doing some more tests over. I'll try and do as many games as I can on this 4070. But yeah, I'll try Last of Us this afternoon. It'll be interesting to see that with the 12 gig VRAM too. But yeah, I'll try and I'll aim to be back on in about an hour and a half time. I'll schedule another stream to do The Last of Us. So if you're around then, maybe drop in, check it out. Should be cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in a bit.